I'm Margaret Ann Windsor. Um, this is where I'm at here, have been for a long time. I don't know, I may be getting run out pretty soon for telling the truth, just like I have all the time in the past. I wanted to finish, I guess I'm showing my bed and all that. I wanted to finish, I had told yesterday about patterns and about the patterns of mind controls had to be used in it. Whether they're saying the computer was programmed, well, probably what was programmed was the pilot's mind ahead of time to program the computer and change the course. Anyway, mind control's been used in it, and it's the patterns. That if you ever put it before a court and it plays out, should you live so long? Well, it wouldn't take that long, really, but let me get to it. Uh, I had down, and the captain of that flight, Malaysian flight, is named Shaw, S-H-A-H. And I had stated that this has been done in patterns around where I am and what's associated with me in the timeline. And my name is Margaret Ann Windsor. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41 and brought to this country, Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I married Childers. Both twins, Carl Preston Dempsey, were killed by their mother. She was unwed and don't have sympathy for the woman. She was a psychopath. That whole family was a bunch of nuts. So this is where the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, Rothschild, the New World Order, the Illuminati put me. And my Uncle George helped take down my dad, King Edward VIII, who was married to my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, an American, Irish, and was Catholic. And they used a double to marry Wallace Simpson. Now I want to get back to where I'm at. It's the Quality Inn Airport. And everywhere I've been, they've used my illness, which is I'm allergic to chemicals. And I've been force-fed them for years and years now. So I want to go into, I apologize kind of this morning because I don't want to make a mistake in these. And I thought maybe the new people that bought this about a month ago, I had stated that their name was, it's a group called Maverick, LLC, is that, and it's located here on Ivy Drive, I believe, in Roanoke. So they own this. Now that I thought that I had made a mistake when I said that Shaw, Sonny Shaw, owned it or owned part of it. So it fits in some of the pattern. His name's Shaw that owns where I'm at. They come in and bought it. And the Shaw, the pilot, because you're getting into Blue Ridge, as in Blue Ridge Parkway, Blue Ridge Mental Health that killed Anastasia, who's my cousin, second or third cousin, Tsar Nicholas, just like Elizabeth, the fake that's sitting there in Buckingham Palace. But Blue Ridge was used, the USS Blue Ridge and the USS Kidd. Kidd goes back to the, I'm just giving you a little background. Kidd goes back to the book that I wrote about Warren and Rosanna Matthews, pathologist, at Piedmont Hospital, where Larry McDonald, the congressman doctor I wrote about, they were murdered because they knew too much. How deaths were made to appear of natural cause, like they can make you mind control appear to be suicide. They can create cancer, any illness they want, drive your car into the river and drown, blow your head off, go out and kill a whole bunch of people, like the Virginia Tech next door. But the kid comes from there. Deborah Kidd was in the group, almost like the Manson, the group that killed Warren and Rosanna Matthews, and she was hypnotized. Well, the thing is, she was hypnotized by somebody sitting in front of her. What is going on and has been the MK Ultra, etc., for a long, long time, and other agencies, is they program your mind like you program a computer, and you never know it. They modify your behavior, control your actions, and everything. So, now, where I'm at now, I'm not going to name any names, but that fits in here, and who owned it prior, and the courtyard, and it goes back to my mom. The one time I saw her, and I didn't even know it was her. It goes back to her, and if I tell this, everybody wants to, oh, that's not happening. These are, my husband, or the Brits did, this is all. He had a company, he actually worked for the CIA, so I don't know, but the Fed, excuse me, I probably need to do this over. These drapes, okay, I'm going to show them to you. I haven't seen any other material, and they're exactly the drapes I had at Westgate, outside Marietta, the last home I had. Okay, you start telling them, and people don't want to hear it. They know it's true here, and they hate my guts. Like they want me dead. Like a white sofa I've never seen before ends up here in a trailer, and then my other sofa ended up in Edinburgh Village retirement, where they soaked me in chemicals. So you can see where I'm coming from. People don't want any, they're afraid that it's catchy. I didn't program anybody. I'm a victim myself. I'm a hostage. I was kidnapped, and I'm telling the story about mind control. And Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, in 78 when I was doing the book, and I lived in Marietta at Moonraker. I was flown there when the KAL Korean was shot down. It veered off course. There again, you can program the pilot or program, and he programs the computer to veer off course. And it went down, and Larry McDonald, Congressman, doctor at Piedmont Hospital, was on it. And I'd written about him and had antifreeze put in me, April Fool's Day of 80, and I could keep going on with this. And if you care to go back, and they've hacked my Facebook, I can't even get in it myself. But if you can go back in video, and the press won't tell it because the Rockefellers and Rothschilds own it. And I don't know that they'd tell it anyway. But back to the Shah. Okay, you can get into Desert of Natural Cause, and you can go to the Shah of Iran. I told this way back and had lists, so I couldn't carry the stuff. So I wanted to go and say, I found out after I apologized this morning on video that I might have made a mistake about the name of the person that owned this being Shaw. And I learned later it might be his name. It's kind of odd. I can't find the names, but it's Maverick Holding Company in Roanoke. They own a whole bunch of stuff. Now then, I wanted to go back to when I first came here. I've been telling about the Patels. I'd forgotten about the Patels, or got it confused. The Patels and Shaw family are from India, and there's a whole bunch of them. They've become quite wealthy. And I'm going back to the Patels in 94 that I'm allergic to chemicals, immune disorder, and it can kill me. It has over the years, sucking this up in my lungs, kidneys, liver. So you can murder me by forcing me to live in a place and soaking me with chemicals that I have to inhale. The only way to get away from it is move. And that's what Carl Barton, the retired state trooper, his wife, said to me in August the 14th of 09, this is how we move you with chemicals. And that night prior, I was up on Roanoke Mountain campground paying for it, and they were host, and he's supposed to be retired, and my Sierra tent that was hard to come by was soaked with fuel. And that didn't dawn on me, hey, who really did it? And they bring me down and tell me that as I lived there for 17 years soaked in chemicals. Now then, if I haven't lost anybody, I want to go back to the Patels. In 94, I'd managed to get a job again, a live-in, save a little money, and this is going to go off, and I don't want to do two of these and split it up. But anyway, I told his name was Patel. I told him that I was allergic to chemicals and everything.